That's like a game where we need Supermassive always on those side lanes. We need to get like an early game lead. And I think if the game goes longer than probably like 38 minutes, then Ratones is gonna win.
which could be a good option
I
with
mean,
Ratones.
the chances are kind of high, right?
Out this Azir, usually such a safe champion. The Azir, the Orianna, these are the two mid laners that you pick when you don't particularly want to engage with your opponents until you get to these team fights. LeBlanc, one of the few champions that can actually begin to get things going. Not necessarily expecting any solo kills, but you can see Nemesis just being kept on his toes right now.
Up against right now. They had a pretty easy split in the NLC. It took first place without too much trouble, but Supermassive, perhaps a different breed as Velia, of course on his own in the river. Twisted advance in to buy some time, but it's first blood into Fiesta's pocket.
Asserting his dominance on the Rift at the moment.
No mana for Fiesta in that trade. Had the flash, managed to hold on to it. Failure, or Nemesis I should say, going back to holding that wave.
That next set, getting all 6 here on a composition with a Jax, that would be great.
That's the flash. Sets up the easy ult connection. The Blacklist Vows has nowhere to go. Just trying to clear out the minions. The Jax Sejuani combo is devastating, and Vows just with no options to escape.
No, just completely gets run over right there. Now specifically carrying more, looking to help out the rest of your team. Not the case with the LeBlanc, of course. Being able to get an early kill and avoid so much destruction early on is great. Faust can get focused again.
Dear, oh dear, the permafrost is out, and it's another kill. This time, it's picked up by Skeen to the feat of warfare, claim for Supermassive again. Ratones don't want to give up this entire top side. They've pushed Supermassive out of the rub pit. Ult comes across the Crowley just to steal that one away is the plan, and they'll happily, I think, seed the rest. No need to go crazy for it.
Well, you say that, but it doesn't look like Los Ratones agree necessarily. They are sticking around just a little bit. Could potentially try for something. I think it would be a mistake, like you said. They're just going to watch the rest of the grubs go down. 5 picked up right here for Supermassive. They're going to be more than happy with that one. I can understand Los Ratones, though, not wanting to give over all 6. See pings onto this bot lane right now. Ooh, the hook just about misses. That should dissuade any over-aggressive plays.
Is there with a flash of an ult, but they pin down on the top. Hang on, the message just going aggressively. The Sejuani is still there, and they're completely up in the lane. Foul takes the credit. Crowny with an E, Velia, and Nemesis around the corner with a lovely hook from Carry. Sews up the double. Nemesis just watching helplessly from the river as the third goes down.
Might be about to lose another Drake as well. There's no real response out of the Rats at this point. It's just going to be the Drake going over. Supermassive in complete control.
Well, I think my early game's a little bit wrecked, guys. I'm just going to get the call that's going to give me a little boost to play around later on in 10-15 minutes, you know, when I can actually join the game again. First turret secured by Supermassive as well. They're pushed in behind, they've got armor accelerated. What I need to see them do now is start ignoring it. This is what everyone else fails to do, is they keep going back to him again and again, but instead, they're committing to this fight around the Hails. They've already got the Los Ratones jungler down to a sliver. He manages to get out, drops the ultimate. Yes, for the kill, does get it online.
Already
flashes away, Faust is TP'd in, gets the shutdown as Nemesis shuffles away the Supermassive team. Crowny ultimate blocked by the shield. A timely W for Carry keeps him alive. A 1-for-1, but a shutdown for Los Ratones. All in all, not too bad. Working on this and improving, so love to see that. Supermassive, however, not deterred. It was still a 1-for-1. Wasn't exactly massively losing for them, and they're still picking up turrets back to 3,000 gold ahead.
Step up onto that one nice and easily. Fiesta actually going to get jumped here and is caught under tower a little bit, as we've been talking about. Fancy feet on a LeBlanc. What can he do here?
Just trying to keep them under wraps right now. Bow and Carry rotating over as fast as they can. The marker is there. There's the twisted advance. Nemesis needs to get a range to burn. Velia can almost do it himself. He's flipping back and forward, and Reckless picks up the credit. But now the Corkies come around the corner. 3-0, remember? This guy is blasting on the AD Carry. Nemesis slides in to shove them back, but only serves up a double. Skeens now cutting off the retreat from Reckless. Can Crowny get his support out of there? He can. Offers the E. And the ult comes through. He's just happy to keep this extended right now.
Massive and Los Ratones is going to be on Bow, and how much he's able to actually deal the damage with Corki. Pretty short range when you're trying to get as much damage out of that Gatling gun as possible. With threats from Los Ratones, it could be a little bit tricky, but he's been playing it out excellently so far.
Absolutely. A Supermassive can keep him safe. You know, he does put himself in the range of a Rakan W ult, of a Nemesis shuffle, of a Velia W, but he's got that front line to protect him, and he picks his moment. We can see Bao is devastating right there. Herald picked up by Los Ratones to the top side of the bot lane tower. Fell for Supermassive as well. All the outers from the NLC representative now down. do have a Herald themselves to see if they can drop it in the mid lane if they so wish. The Atakan has now spawned as well. A Ruinous in game number 1. They don't seem to see Los Ratones. They don't want to start it on spawn. They'd rather actually subject the bounty on top.
Yeah, and it's just extra gold into everybody's pockets, especially trying to get Nemesis into a good spot in this game. Anything, although I guess if you are going to be an NLC fan here, pretty good that it doesn't. Once again, though, Crownie getting jumped, is able to jump away from this one. Sandwiched, though.
Oh dear! Carry around the corner with a point and click ultimate, and Bao picking up the credit. Looks for the hook onto Reckless as well, but that will not land.
Tier 1 in the mid lane too. If they can grab those 2 towers, it's not the end of the world. Still, though, the Ruinous Atakan right here, with the first 3 Drakes in their back pockets, is going to feel great.
Yeah, and still being held by Velia. They're not pushing for this mid lane outer. Instead, they're going to be very valuable, and he doesn't have to pull the full recall. Dragon spawns. It would be sold for Supermassive, and now the Herald comes to Velia, but Bao!
The armor
again chunking out the Ratones. Then comes the
there
ultimate schemes. Velia tried to cross the passage, but couldn't make it. Nemesis ulted by Nautilus, but he comes to re-engage. There's Reckless. Carry going to be the first to fall. Baus is deep in the backline. Absorbs the attention, but trades top for support.
Much easier to try to play around this one.
Yes, the spot of Velia. Armored as well. They've isolated the jungle. Lost Ratones are nowhere near. Dropping lower and lower, but Nemesis comes in with the shuffle to save Velia. It can't get him in range of the Drake, and Supermassive, they've got the soul. Bao now finally under pressure. Crownie flashing forward, but traded by Bao. They can't get the kills. And the longer this fight goes, Supermassive can't heal up. Armored! 4-man counter-strike. Double on decks, and the re-engage for Supermassive. It is an absolute catastrophe for the Rats.
And the carry gonna respawn after dying at the start of this fight as well. And Reckless, not long for this world. Gonna give them the runaround, gonna delay a little bit of time. This is gonna at least buy a little bit less pushing time for Supermassive, but in the end, they're gonna pick themselves up all of the kills. It's a delayed ace.
If everything they need, only 3 kills secured for Los Ratones over 27 minutes of gameplay. It is a tough game 1 for the Rats, and they have to now, maybe even we're just thinking about next game.
They're going to be pushing through the mid lane and the bot lane. Top wave nowhere to be seen, though, so they've not exactly got everything synced on.
Not slipping too far ahead. We know the armor's not exactly there. As Mouse gets hooked up, and legendary goes Bao. Reckless as well, did what he could, but ended up serving himself to the slaughter. Schemes diving past the towers. It topples. Armor has arrived. Doesn't go for the stun, but it's 2 more clean kills for Supermassive, and they keep the push going.
Yep, pushing this one further and further forwards right here. Really funny, actually, that damage in teamfight draft, because Armor doesn't get involved until the very end when he gets a triple kill. She's going to be pushing on towards these Nexus towers right now. Can they end here?
We're just going for it. Supermassive don't have time to waste. It's the whole best of 5 they've got to play out right here in the first game. It's looking like a done deal. Both turrets down. The rest of Los Ratones can do nothing. 28 minutes to victory. Supermassive coming out swinging in the quarterfinal matchup.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.